Welcome to Choice Surrogacy, where compassion meets conception. Choice Surrogacy, we're talking about surrogacy choices. We delve into the incredible world of surrogacy, sharing heartwarming stories, expert insights, and the support you need to navigate this life-changing journey. Whether you're considering becoming a surrogate, exploring options as an intended parent, or simply curious about the surrogacy process, we are here to guide you every step of the way. Today, we're discussing all things from an experienced surrogate perspective. So to settle in and join us as we talk about the choices that make surrogacy such a powerful and rewarding experience. Let's get started. Caitlin, thank you for sitting down with me today. We're so excited to hear how your journeys have been. I know a lot of people are curious about the surrogacy journey, especially when it comes to preparing your family. So, how did you prepare your family for surrogacy?
Well, for me in general, it was about explaining what surrogacy was, what the world of surrogacy looked like, and what it was going to be like from day one.
How did you tell your children that you wouldn't be keeping the baby? How do you talk to your children about being a surrogate?
Well, from day one, I think it's really important to reiterate what being a surrogate has and what it truly means.
How was your surrogacy pregnancy different from your other pregnancies?
Being a surrogate, the emotional process is a huge difference. From ultrasounds to the little flutters you get when baby moves to the morning sickness, all those feelings are completely different than being pregnant with your own child.
What should first-time surrogates expect, especially in terms of emotions they never saw coming? Do you have any tips for a first-time surrogate?
Absolutely. I think it's very important to stay really involved with the intended parents. And reminding yourself that you are a surrogate and this is their baby, and you have to work with that through the whole process, not just little steps here and there, from ultrasounds to medication you can take, from things you may eat in a day.
Can you talk about the relationship between you as a surrogate and the intended parents? How would you describe the bond that you formed?
I have an incredible bond with my intended parents. They are amazing people, and there is nothing like seeing someone with their child for the first time, or becoming even a second-time parent in some cases. The bond I've been able to build with them is not just a friendship, but it's an emotional bond that I always get to carry.
How did you set boundaries during your surrogacy journey? What do you think surrogates should and shouldn't allow?
For me, with the setting boundaries, my agency played a huge part in, because at first I was scared to set boundaries with my intended parents, and I was a little nervous to express things that I wanted during pregnancy, or even questions about ultrasounds and doctor's appointments that I preferred. So my agency came in and they helped with every step of that.
How did you modify your meals during surrogacy? What was your surrogate diet like?
Well, with my first journey, I had this wonderful couple. They were doctors, so things were a little different with them, and they had a lot of great recommendations during my pregnancy journey that I was all about. I love little recommendations because I've been pregnant several times, but every pregnancy is different. And I love being able to take that from intended parents during my pregnancies.
Can you share how being a surrogate impacted your kids? What positive effects did surrogacy have on them?
My kids are very proud, and I get emotional when I say that, because I truly feel like they are proud of me being a surrogate mom. My kids constantly like to tell people, "Mommy carries babies for other people." And it makes me really happy, and it makes them want to do more. And they always ask questions about surrogacy and ways that they can help people too. So I think that's really important.
How did it feel after your first surrogacy birth? How do surrogates generally feel after giving birth?
With my first journey, it was beyond emotionally rewarding for me. It's what truly made me fall in love with surrogacy was the first time I gave birth to a surrogate child. The experience was incredible, and the emotions that came along with it were something that I couldn't even express truly how they controlled my life and how they pursued my outlook on surrogacy. And afterwards, of course, there's those emotions. You just gave birth to a child, but there is nothing more rewarding than seeing their parents hold their child for the first time.
What happens during the postpartum surrogacy journey? What can surrogates expect after giving birth?
Well, after giving birth, especially because, the surrogate child is not coming home with you. So you have to go home to your family. And that was a big thing with me. My family was a huge support system with me. But not just my family, my agency. My agency was there every step of the way, from postpartum emotions to what I was eating, to if I wanted to reach out and talk to attending parents afterwards. And that was really important to me.
Thank you for spending time sharing your journeys with us. I'm sure it will be helpful to so many people.